The DREAM Act is proposed legislation that was submitted to the United States Congress in March of this year. This will be at least the third time around for a version of the DREAM Act to try to make its way through our legislative body, because on prior occasions it has been found to be largely unpalatable to the American public, and this is despite the best marketing efforts that you will see of private individuals and professional marketing firms alike. The type of commercials you can see right here on YouTube. If you simply search the words DREAM Act, you will see any number of very slick commercial packages where they will parade in front of you some very earnest and promising young individuals who will talk about their high grade point averages, their academic accomplishments, and how, if they were only given the chance to attend an American university, they would love to become a physicist or a teacher or an investment banker or an attorney and contribute to American society. And then it's suggested to you that these are the best of the best, the most talented. We're not in a position to squander this type of academic promise, and these people will go on to become the high taxpayers in future American society. That's invariably how the DREAM Act is thrown at you by the people who would love to see many illegal aliens get legal residency in this country. Please understand, that's only a very small part of who qualifies under the DREAM Act. The first misrepresentation, if not outright lie in the way the DREAM Act is marketed and advertised. The first thing you need to know, the academic requirements of the new version of the DREAM Act are a joke. It would not only include people with 3.9 and 4.1 grade point averages. It would not simply extend to students who have been accepted at Stanford or an Ivy or Georgia Tech or other quality institution. The bar is so low for the DREAM Act that it would apply to tens of thousands of illegal alien children every year. Firstly, you don't need a high GPA. You need a high school diploma. And when I say that you only have to have a high school diploma, even that is not completely accurate. You don't need a high school diploma. You can get a GED. For anyone who knows the academic value of a general equivalency degree, you are aware that it is essentially a joke. It means you finished high school, sort of, and that's just about it. In addition to that, it is not required that you attend a quality institution or, quite frankly, even a university or real college. 2 years of community college level work will qualify for the purpose of getting temporary residency that would ultimately lead to permanent residency and likely citizenship under the DREAM Act. Not only that, but if you're not college material, one of the things they don't convey to you is that college is not even required. A person can perform United States military service and obtain legal residency under the DREAM Act. But when I say you have to join the armed forces, don't think for a moment that that means a requirement that an individual see combat, or that the person even make a lengthy or career-length obligation commitment to the U.S. military. It's 2 years of enlisted service, period. And that individual would ultimately be on track for a green card and then citizenship under the very low-level requirements of the DREAM Act. Another thing that people who pitch the DREAM Act never bring up in the commercials and the advertisements on its behalf is that many people, in addition to the students who would qualify for temporary residency under the DREAM Act, many additional people from illegal alien families will ultimately be coming into the country. It won't happen at the same time, but 5, 10, 12 years down the road, make no mistake, if an illegal alien child is put on a path to legal residency down the road as a result of underlying principles in American immigration law, you're going to be getting many other family members. There is a policy in American immigration law, sometimes referred to as chain migration, but there is an idea that there should be family unification. So once an individual has obtained permanent legal residency or citizenship, that individual can start to bring other members of the family in and get them legalized in the United States. So, in short, you will not just be getting the kid with the 3.75 GPA, not just the person who has qualified for 3 or 4 scholarships at the University of California campuses. 5, 10, 15 years down the line, yeah, you get that kid who may or may not complete college. But in addition to that, very likely you will wind up getting the father of that illegal alien, the one who's been working for 20 years with a stolen Social Security number and has never paid taxes on April 15th a day in his life. It is very possible that in addition to that bright 18, 19-year-old kid, that somewhere down the line, the unwed 23-year-old sister, whose accomplishments in the United States extend to getting a tattoo on her lower back and having 2 children with 2 different fathers, she will somewhere along the line later on in time wind up getting a green card. Folks, you don't have to take my word for it. If you search the DREAM Act on Google, if you bother to look past this very slick marketing, the truth is out there. These academic requirements that are necessary, you don't have to take my word for it. Look it up on Wikipedia, do the searches on Yahoo. The information is out there. The people who are trying to pitch the DREAM Act at you don't want you to think of it as a partial amnesty. They want you to think of it as being in the best interests of the United States. That's simply not true, and they're hoping that you won't take a look at the details, that you won't bother to read the fine print. Please go out, do the research. It's available to the public, it's free, and trust me, it is the last thing that organizations like the Council of La Raza, MALDEF, the National Immigration Law Center want you to take a hard look at. The more you see of the DREAM Act, the more you'll understand why it's gone up before Congress on multiple occasions and failed each time.